Hey peeps, welcome back to Saisa Munga. This is Saisa Munga together with
Keziah Mwangi.
And we are excited to bring you our first episode of the new series called Can You See Us?
Youth.
Yes, Youth Can You See Us? This is our first episode and I'm excited, I'm beyond excited to be talking with Kez to hear just how things have been happening, and we are calling this episode Meet Me. Meet me in all the changes that have been happening, whether aware or unaware. Meet me because of my surroundings are also changing.
So that you can also understand yourself, what is going on with you.
Yes.
What we went through a bit.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Just a bit. So
Yes,
you don't
and
get
just
to know so much.
Exactly, and not just this too much. I would like for Keziah to reintroduce herself again and tell us more about herself so that we can start this episode.
Okay. So Keziah is my name. Keziah is someone who is really, really passionate about you.
Oh, that's for sure.
Everything I think about you all the time. And it's something that's so passionate. I feel anger, some issues. I react with anger. Other times I react with happiness. Other times I react with disappointment.
And other times
All
you just
about you.
respond.
Sometimes they feel like slapping some people on the streets. It's really
Yes,
intense.
actually, before I even reached out to her, I saw you did an episode on Facebook where you were talking about a child who was being sent for drugs by the parent.
Yes.
You were so angry.
Do you know, I parked the car on the side.
Yes.
Literally, I felt I had to vent.
Yeah.
I had to tell someone.
Yeah.
And social media, thank God.
There's a way to
the
talk.
rescue. Yes.
Yeah. So how did you become this passionate about the youth?
I think it's purpose. It's just something that you can explain, something you really feel this is my place in life.
Yeah.
This is what I should be championing for.
Yes.
Yes.
And this is what you need to speak for.
And this is what I need to speak for and make sure youth are covered
Yeah.
in all areas.
Yeah.
It's not just about talking about the things we're going to talk about,
Yeah.
but even in developing them. Those who want to build talents, those
Yes.
that have businesses that they want to push.
Yes.
Youth
Those who are even
development
discovering
action.
themselves.
Those who are discovering themselves, and those who are going through issues as well, counseling and all that. Also do a bit of youth counseling,
Yeah.
sex education, all those. But apart from that, I'm also the CEO of a company called Kelink Limited, which I think is what covers everything now that we're talking about.
Okay,
because
all right.
It is a corporate training company that
Yes.
also have the youth development bit of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So-
When you talk about the youth, maybe for the sake of our audience, you need to tell them probably the age gap so that they know where the whole bracket falls in.
So the youth starts at 12.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
But
all right.
we extend it to 15 because we say 12 in teenagers, but they're still youths.
Yes.
Actually, even a child is a youth. But only youth is anyone who is not an adult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But from what we understand, is from 15 to 35 years.
Okay.
So that's what I did for. But I have a special interest in the teenagers.
Okay. These ones that are below 18.
Below 18. They're
Okay.
still developing themselves.
They are still discovering themselves. A lot is happening, especially in that age gap of 12.
Not a lot. Everything is happening. to
At
them.
the same time.
Everything they're exposed to, everything you know.
Yes.
They're exposed to it, and it's so unfortunate. We have exposed everything to our youth. We're no longer in that phase of let's pretend or let's sugarcoat things.
Or let's assume they don't
Or
understand.
don't assume they don't understand. But then some of the things they know more than we do. It's
Oh.
just that they don't know what to do
With the
information.
information. I have one follower, by the way, on my Instagram. She's 12, and she's the one who reached out to me, and shout out to her. This episode is for her as well.
Oh, yes.
What changes are happening? Mentally there are changes that are happening. Emotionally there are changes that are happening. And how can I deal with them to get myself? That age happened. I was lost for quite some years.
Yeah.
I was lost. First of all, I'm a late bloomer. That didn't help the situation either. Everything of mine developed when I was 16. I got breast when I was 16. I got my periods when I was 16. And it was just so bad because I even had hormonal imbalance.
So that's the most sensitive stage of a human being.
Oh, really?
Where you're living the childhood literally to you're in between
Young
child and an adult. So
Young
you're not
adult.
a child,
And you're not a
but you're
young
not an adult.
Yeah.
You're there, you're like, so where do I belong?
Yeah.
And it creates all sorts of dilemma, all sorts of ambush. You're ambushed on your body.
Yes.
It's changing in a way you don't know, it's reacting in a way
Yes.
you didn't know it would
Kwanza
react.
kutoa vitu kwa fridge.
And then it
Na unakunywa na uko sawa. Sasa hivi
na
nikifanya
crush
hivyo
ice cubes.
na meno. I'm telling you. But now if I do that.
Yeah, so there are changes like those ones.
Yes.
Physical changes,
Yes.
which is the body, and then
Yes.
there's the mental changes.
Yeah.
That you're no longer, you say a child is feeling like they don't know themselves. They're not even able to make decisions. A kid that is just misbehaving.
Yeah.
It's actually a part of,
Reacting.
it's a brain that is it's growing in that way.
Yeah.
Hana hiyo time ya reacting to the thought.
Yeah.
And then as parents, we're just there slapping them and telling them, you don't even think.
Yes, and I
that
raised
is
you
what
better
his
than
brain
this.
is doing. His brain cannot comprehend a lot of taking time into something.
Okay.
They're curious.
Yes.
It's that curious stage.
Yes.
I want to do it.
Yes.
This has been done, I want to do it.
Yes.
This has been done, I want to do it.
Yeah.
So the brain does not take time to
process,
internalize and to process and to make the right decision.
Yes.
It just makes the easiest decision. Then there is of course the
emotional one.
Hey,
one's a mood swing.
Which is because of mood swings.
Hey. Have you met someone with a mood swing?
All teenagers have mood swings.
Hey!
All youths have, not all youths, sorry, teenagers, they have mood swings. And it's part of, it's their brain. It's what they don't know, they cannot comprehend. You know, me sometimes I wake up in the morning and I'm just moody.
Yeah.
And I tell my husband, by the way, I'm just moody.
Yeah. But is it you are able to control
because
it?
You know.
Yes.
No, it's because you know these are moods. And they come and you can handle them.
Yes.
Youths, they don't know.
Teenager
hajui. Some of the social changes, and then there are social changes that happens in someone. Like for instance, they don't know their identity. Or they were hanging out with a certain kind of people. Then all of a sudden, they're more attracted to a certain kind of people. Even you nowadays, even myself nowadays, you feel, not nowadays, at this age, you feel, when I was like 18, I was hanging out with a certain kind of people.
Yeah.
And then now, those people are no longer, or that character is no longer appealing to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we no longer have that in common.
You no longer have that in common.
Yeah.
That's a social change.
Okay.
Because if you know those, that's why we drop friends, not because we want to, but because we just have to.
Yeah.
It's automatic.
It's automatic.
Youths, they go through a lot of mental changes. They go through a lot of physical changes. They go through a lot of social changes. And it is causing, it's a good thing, but if not handled, it can become a negative thing to them.
Let's go to how to handle it.
How to handle it. Start, accept it.
Yeah.
Do not try to deny it.
Yeah.
Because if you deny something that is already there, it's like you deny you have a wound.
You won't heal.
Yeah. To continue.
Yeah.
Continue. So first thing is accept I have a wound. The second thing is the cause
of that
feeling. It could be any feeling that's causing this. It could be depression.
Yeah.
You know, and depression is being caused, and unfortunately it is so much in the youths. Depression, stress stress has indicators. You know, those things.
So that is one stress indicator.
Yes, a stress indicator.
Yeah.
No, that stress, first say, what is stressing you? If it's not addressed, you keep getting stressed, keep it straining in, it leads to depression. It leads to depression.
Yes.
Because now, for example, let me give an example with our youth and social media, although we are getting to that topic.
Yes.
In our next
episode, we'll talk about the social media and the effects that the social media has.
Someone just posted a picture of a car, of them and the them and the car that is not theirs, and posted on social media, and you are seeing the car is theirs. And then you hear stressed thinking, it's their car, it is not even their car.
Let your mom italeta issue.
No, but it's
here magari in the recent in the past 2 weeks has been a heated conversation.
Is it?
Hey, streets imetuonyesha mambo. You're saying we need to accept what is going on.
Yes, accept what is going on.
Then you're also saying I need to address.
No, first after you accepted, find what is the reason.
What is the reason behind why I'm feeling this way?
Yes.
Whether I'm 15 or 30. What is the reason that is causing me to feel this way in this particular time?
Yes.
And then after that, I start now
addressing
yes.
the issue.
So if I need to leave social media, I leave.
You leave social media. And then do you know you're supposed to be on social media 30 minutes a day?
I
don't know how you're supposed to watch all this YouTube.
When we are doing a social media episode, hapa tutakuja na facts.
Yes. It's a worldview. It's a worldview of sort. We are being influenced, whether we like it or not.
Oh, yes.
Positive or negative, yeah? Like now this show, it is a positive influence to somebody,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And then there are negative influences. So the reason why we are not able to handle is because the pressure is there. But the pressure is there to do those things, but there's not enough, or rather the voice to do it is there, it is very loud, but there's not the right voice on how to handle that thing.
On how to process it.
On how to process and how to deal with it and how to do. Yes. So...
Is mental problem peer pressure?
It can be caused by peer pressure. It can be caused by peer pressure. It can be caused by environment. It can be caused by body changes. It can be caused by so many things.
Kwanza peer pressure.
You know, mental changes is just that thing that it's mental. It's just what your change of thinking, as in your thinking has changed.
Kama sahi unaona kama sahi nilikuwa nasema kuna hii challenge inaitwa 5 countries you have visited challenge. Your challenge ainipei amani. Kwa sababu for the last 2 days I'm always like acha nione nani au ameenda wapi? We huyu ameenda huko. Haya, naona. In fact, I was looking at it and
Why did he do 5? 2 or 3 anyway.
I know, right? Sasa mimi nimehesabu zangu hazijafika 5. Hey, wamenipea pressure.
Now this vitu ndio zinapea watu depression and mental
Imagine someone who is younger.
Yeah.
And their friend has posted something. Kama
Mm-hmm.
sasa unatoka kila mtu ako diani.
Mama yao.
Ujue sasa kama sasa Kez kila mtu ako diani.
Na
watamube. Si tuko hii Nairobi kwa hii barabara. Kwa hii baridi.
What do we do?
Exactly. So we need to come up with and I like what we are discussing, that you need to address the problem. If the problem is social media, and we are going to discuss that in the next episode, deal with it.
Yes.
What if the problem for me could be environment, like I said, in terms of probably my parents or my siblings, and it's just causing some friction?
It is not at the part of address it. So how do you address that? How do you address when your parents are doing something? No, go find help.
Nani anaenda? Ni mimi ama ni wazazi?
Enda kwa wewe uko na issue. Wazazi hawana issue.
Wewe sema wazazi hawana issue.
As in, if what the parent is doing is stressing you, that my mom is behaving like this or my dad is behaving like this.
Yes.
It's no, who is the victim here?
I am the child.
Exactly. Now you go and find the solution.
But
go where? Go to your pastors, go to your teachers, go to elder people, and just tell them this is what I'm feeling.
Yes.
You know, sometimes even they're not able to talk to their parents about something.
Of course.
But you can talk to that uncle, that aunt.
Yes. You can talk to someone. That's what you're saying.
And
talk to someone.
Yes.
Talk to someone. Do
Address
not be quiet with the issue.
As we said, if you don't address it, if you don't address a wound, it keeps decaying.
Yes.
It keeps
I'm imagining
worse.
a child who thinks they are a black sheep. No, shisikia wale watu wanasemanga mimi hata mimi ndio black sheep kwetu. Mimi ndio escape goat kwetu. And you have probably either outgrown that situation or probably there's someone who's watching us and they're right in that very situation. Wafanye nini?
Address it. Like talk to
unless nihamisha wazazi.
You know, it's okay to tell your parents I don't like how you treat me. I don't like how you
if that forum exists.
I think it has died with time,
yes.
But it is something that is still there.
Okay. So you need to find a way.
Find a way.
To,
you know the way you address it. However, ukikatwa sahi, you'll find them. You'll even tear your clothes and tie that
because
you want that
because you want to stop bleeding. Actually, yes. So for you to stop this bleeding, you have to look for a way.
You have to. My dad, he rest in peace. By the time my dad, when he was really drinking at some point, went to school and I thought, but then really, I think I was stressed. I wrote a letter, full stops, I think 10. Where I wrote.
Ukamwambia ile mambo yote na stress.
And all the reasons that I researched on the reason why you should stop drinking and everything and funny thing, he stopped.
How did you get the letter to him?
I was in high school, so we posted the letter. I posted it to our PO box,
to a
postal address, the way we used to send and ask for shopping. So this time he opened thinking it's a shopping list and found a letter.
Did he share the letter with your mother?
Yeah, he did. They shared and then they came for visiting and they told me about it and all that. Yeah. So talking to the parents, it's okay.
It's okay.
Find a way. You write a letter. You know you're going.
Make sure that you address and that you speak.
Yeah, and if you see someone else is going through something and maybe they're not able to address it,
help them with this solution.
Tell them to just, if you seem to be going through something, so just deal with it.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
Yes.
And then they tell you, no, this is what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Then by asking someone that, then they tell you this is what I'm going through. Then you find help for them.
Yeah.
Or you talk to them.
Or even give them ways how to.
Yeah, give them ways on how to deal with it and how to cope and what to do about it.
Labda ni kutuma email na inaweza work ama barua.
So there's mood, feelings, there's sensitivity to others. Like those are some of the emotional changes that someone goes through. You're sensitive to what other people think of me. Yeah. Is this hairstyle the one that
is it saying like I'm well? You know, kama
what is it
inasema
saying?
Kama niko na pesa mingi. Unajua vitu kama hizo.
Exactly.
Ama inaonyesha kama I am fashionable.
This dress, what is it saying? And that's why you see people wearing all sorts of things. You know, because they're trying to communicate what they think people want them to be. Yeah. So those are some of the emotional changes that these people go through. So emotional changes, they are very tough to deal with. Why? Because first of all, you might not even know that you're going through them.
Oh, okay.
Emotional changes, they don't just occur to you, unfortunately. Yeah. They occur to everyone.
It's continuous.
It's everyone. Emotional imbalance is very unhealthy. A healthy person is someone who is contented in in a certain emotional status.
Okay.
You're content. It's
Okay.
not harming you.
Yes.
Or
And
the
it's
people around.
or the people within you or someone else.
Yeah, you're just contented. You don't have issues inside.
And if you get those emotional issues, then you're dealing with them.
And you're dealing with them.
If you're angry, you deal with the root of the anger, and you heal with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you're happy, then si atufurahi sasa you overdo it. Unajua kuna watu wanafurahi mtu sasa anataka kufanya vitu. Mtu anataka kukunywa siku 3 kifuatanisho.
Kwa hiyo celebrate.
Honestly. Hata even what would you say about this body shaming and this body slatting? What would you say? Because I think it's a cutting blade. Inakata sana, especially body shaming.
Yeah, for me, if body shaming is something that is being done on social media, like you posted a picture of yourself on social media, and these are the feedback that came. Unfortunately, this I say because you cannot control the person doing the bullying, but you can control yourself. Yes. I'm not saying that don't put your picture out there, but if your picture being out there is not causing you happiness, then what is the purpose?
Remove the picture.
It might look like it's a necessity thing to say, but for someone's mental
even for
health,
your peace,
just remove the picture. Unfortunately, I'm the kind of counselor that don't tell the youth what they want to hear. Unfortunately, that is me. So there's this quote or this saying that says, dress how you want to be addressed. Okay.
Dress how you want to be addressed. I
can assure you and guarantee you, there's no you will dress modestly and nicely and someone will slap you for it, unless they have the issue.
Okay. And then you're able to differentiate. I'm not the issue. They are the issue.
Yes. But your boobs can't all be outside and part of your body, and you're here complaining people are body slapping you.
Yeah.
That's called the truth.
Oh yeah, the truth.
It's the truth.
Yes.
And truth cannot be argued.
Oh yes.
That is the truth.
Yes.
So you dress how you want to be addressed. Unfortunately, some youth get it, some don't get it.
Yeah. Some want to run with it, some don't want.
Some want to run with it.
So you have to make that decision.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't want to add to that. I want us to wrap up this episode.
Dress how you want to be dressed, or the flip on the sexual. When you're doing the sexual part, you're going to flip it a bit and say, dress how you want to be undressed.
What? Nikumoto. You don't want to be anywhere else this November. This is Saisa Munga. We are bold, we are brave, we are courageous. You need to you need to comment, because there's a lot of things we need to discuss in the description box. And Kez will be there waiting on you to say something. She will respond. If you have questions, kindly bring them on.
Then you're going through something. We
are here. We are here especially for that. And actually we'll have a live at the end of this series to answer your questions. But do not be quiet. Kama inakuchoma hivyo, hiyo swali, or you're going through something, or you need to talk to a counselor, or you need to talk to someone, we have Kez, and she's available this whole month for us.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, I'm so excited. Yes.
Have you started?
Yes, we started a long time ago.
Niambia.
Unaona tukiongea story ya mask. Tulikuwa tushaanza.
No. I'm not going to let go.
Okay.
You guys are not serious.
Yeah.